And I'm retelling the story with a few bits added that weren't in the Bible originally. Maybe about the freezers and the fish pond. But we get the idea, don't we? Yeah. Some things in life are worth giving everything for. And I hope that each one of you today can say, yes, I recognise that. Yes, there's been a cost to being a Christian. It costs everything. But it's something more precious and valuable than any other treasure or thing we can hope for. Well, Jesus loved telling stories, as we've heard. And who likes stories here? Do people like stories? Yeah? Yeah? Some adults, any adults like stories still? Reading stories? It might be crime novels, but yeah. And, you know, sometimes stories are made into films. And I'm sure every one of you here today could say what your favourite story is of all time. It might be one that you remember from your childhood, or it might be one you're reading at the moment, or one that was made into a film. I'm going to put up on the screen some pictures of some films that you might have seen, at least one of them, I hope. So we've got E.T. the Extraterrestrial, Finding Nemo, Ice Age, we've got Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and the remake, which was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, so that was a 2-film collection, that one. And then we've got Aladdin and Toy Story. Well, there was lots of Toy Story films, wasn't there? I think it was 4. And they're all great stories and great adventures. And just for a few minutes where you are, you might need to just lean over to your neighbour if you don't need to move necessarily, but just where you are, or you can turn around and talk to people behind or in front. Just see if you can say what a little bit of each story might be about. If there's a film you know there, see if you can just tell them in a couple of sentences what the story is about. Okay? You can pick whichever one you want. You might not have time to look at all of them, but just pick one that you know and see what you can remember about the plot of the story. And secondly, see if you can make any connections between these films. Are there any common themes between these stories? Okay, so just have a chat with your neighbour where you are. back together now. Any of the children like to tell us anything that they've been sharing about? Anything still? Yes, yeah, that's right. I'll just say that. All of them, Casey says, is about finding a treasure or something you love. Maybe, did anybody else make that sort of connection? Yeah? Any other thing that you want to say about connecting them? What, anything else? Anne? Extraordinary things, yeah. And sometimes an extraordinary adventure as well. Yeah. And yes, Alan. They all have a happy ending. Good point, excellent. I've not thought of that. Yeah, all have a happy ending. There's nothing like a happy ending in a good film. Yeah, great adventures, aren't they? Yeah. Sorry? Yeah, they were working together, did you say? Yeah, especially the Ice Age. That was all about a lost child, wasn't it? And them working together to try and get the child back home. And in Toy Story, the lost toy, trying to get the toy back home. And it's all about a lot of things about friendship here as well, isn't there, in these films? And as you said about treasure, like the golden ticket in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and Charlie Bucket being the nicest child that did the right things to win the prize at the end. And then Aladdin with the lamp and the cave of wonders with all the treasures. Yeah. And E.T. Again, somebody trying to get back home again, like Nemo. So it's all about the search, it's all about the treasure, it's all about the adventure, and it's all about the friendship as well. And just as I close our thoughts about this today, about God's Word, in a way, this is what life is all about, isn't it? It's all about the search. What are you searching for today? What have you been searching for as you look back on your life? And have you found what you were searching for? And if you're young and you have a particular dream, what is your dream today? What are you searching for in life? And what adventures will that search take you on? And if you look back on your life, where has your search taken you? What is your treasure today that something that you really want, that you're longing for? And are you looking in the right place? Are you looking in the right place? Because there's so many things that people search for in life, aren't there? It might be love, it might be fame, it might be to be an Olympian, it might be the perfect job, or a great social life, or it might be sport, or making money, as we saw in that story of the merchant and his pearl. It can be anything, something that you've set your heart on. But what really satisfies? What really gives us fulfillment in life? What will make us truly happy? Well, what does God say about all of this? Well, we'll put up pictures on the screen now of those two things that Jesus spoke about, the hidden treasure and the precious pearl. The merchant was willing to give all that he had for something he wanted more than anything in the world. That merchant, it sounds like he knew all about getting. He knew all about being greedy. But when he saw that beautiful pearl, everything changed, and he was willing to give it all away so that he had enough to be able to buy that pearl. He was ready to give everything for that one thing. And that teaches us an important lesson in life, that giving is far more important than getting. What are we willing to give in life? Not only what are we willing to get. And the really precious things, like love and happiness, cannot be bought or sold. They are given. And they are found when we know Jesus as our friend. And that's the message today, that Jesus and the friendship we have with him in life is our greatest treasure. The one thing that really matters in life is our relationship with God. Knowing God, loving God, serving God, putting God first in our lives, giving our all for him, because he is worth it. He's worth it. And you are each worth it as well. And you are God's precious treasure as well. And Jesus gave everything for you when he died on the cross. So Jesus is our greatest treasure, and we can give up everything because Jesus came to be everything for us. So whatever our age today, whatever our circumstances in life, keep on searching. Don't give up on the search, because there's treasure out there, and there's treasure in here as well, in your heart, that you will find the friendship of Jesus. And we're going to sing about that friendship now in our next song. Thank you.
Have we got words, Kathy? Okay. Oh, there's the pictures. So we're going to stand and sing, "Who am I that you are mindful of me, that you hear me when I call?" Yes, God is listening out for us, and he is searching for us too. So I invite you to stand and we'll sing this together.
Thank you.
in a short little while, we're going to bring our prayers for those in need today. But just as we quieten ourselves down and think of the needs and think of the message that we've heard today about Jesus our treasure, we're just going to watch this short video song of an old song, I'd Rather Have Jesus Than Silver or Gold, sung by some family members.